Welcome once again to another amateur model build. Yes, I am back at it again. Well, only temporarily, I guess. I just got this model for Christmas, so I was kind of obligated to build it. The AT-ST from Star Wars, the little tiny chicken walker. I did not realize when I started putting this together, I didn't look at the box very closely, that this is one of those you don't need a glue, sort of a friction lock snap type model. It's a Bandai, if you saw the box, so it's a very detailed model. So I did enjoy putting it together. I took my time with it to make sure I got everything right as far as going it together. And I did have one mishap later on the second leg where I put a piece in backwards. Had to take it apart, and let me tell you, this thing does not come apart very quickly. But not much else I can say as far as the building goes. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Excuse me, I hope I did not pick up, but it probably did. Yeah, it's a straightforward build. Follow the instructions, and you will have a nice model whenever you're done. You can see me putting together. What am I doing there? Oh, I'm starting one of the legs, I think. Yes, this is the first leg build. I did this all in one day too. Did it in sections. Not used to sitting at the table for long periods of time doing modeling. So I think this is the first model I've done in, well, a while. I was supposed to do a tank model, but that kind of got sidetracked. So, like I say, had decided to build this one. Now, one thing about it, I did not really go all out on the paint scheme on it. I wasn't feeling it. At first, I was originally going to do it as a fresh off the assembly line ATST. Yeah, one of those. It's backwards. Yeah, I was going to do it fresh off the assembly line look. Just no paint, no nothing on it. But I kind of decided against it. Later on in the build, I didn't still want to go like super crazy with it because I wanted to try to do it in one day. So I just used my my detailing wash that I spent good money on for my Klingon battle cruiser, and I thought, well, I could put that to good use here. Give it a little rusted look, you know, a little used look, nothing major. So that's what I did, which you will see later on when we get to it, after I get past his leg. Yeah, like I say, had a little issue with that one second leg that I was building when I put that joint piece in backwards. Had to pull it apart. Also, I only lost one piece of this one, cutting it from a tree. It was a very, very tiny little piece. Non-consequential, so it was no big deal losing it. I thought about building a replacement for it, but then I thought, why not? Nothing that big to fool with, so I just moved on with the build after I couldn't find it. Here we are working on that second leg. Yeah. And I cannot believe I put that piece in backwards. Did the first leg exactly the way it was supposed to go. But not this one. When I got to the point where I had to attach it to the torso, it did not work. That's when I figured out what I'd done and had to deconstruct it. And like I say, that was a tough deconstruction too. This thing, whenever you clip it together, it goes together pretty well. Try different frame rates too with this build to see if it would make it faster or slower. I think this is using a 8/10 of a second on this frame rate. Earlier I was doing a 2, then I went to a 1, and now I tried this one. So see how that works out. Even though I did this in one day, it only shot it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos. Yeah, eight. Yeah, 8 videos is what it took on each sit-down session for each step. I would do a step, then take a break, watch a couple of episodes of Star Wars Rebels, and then come back and do a couple of more steps. I think the longest step in here ran from between 6 to 8 because the build was going pretty good. Once I got it attached to the lower torso, I thought, I've went this far, I might as well just keep on plowing through it. Yeah, there I am deconstructing the part to get inside there to turn that piece around so the other part will fit in the side to attach to the body section of it. Wow, that was really tough, and it probably jacked up the leg a little bit doing it too. The one thing I noticed that the hip joint sections do not have a lot of range of motion in them, so you got to be careful whenever you're posing it, because it would be easy to really mess something up. It is sort of semi-posable, but not a whole lot overall, because the stand that it comes with to put it on is a ground stand with 2 pegs for the feet to stick onto to make sure it stays upright. So I think that's okay, but in the end I decided to go with the straight up stand on your own build. Took a little positioning to get the legs right where I needed them to make it do that. Got it in my case now, so I'm going to see how long it stands, because it actually comes with a couple of extra pins that go in the leg sections to completely limit the bendability, so it holds it in a more upright position whenever you're having it displayed for a longer period of time. I don't exactly know why anybody would play with their models after they get them built, because, well, it's a model. It's not exactly a toy to be played with. There's no durability there for that. It's just not what they're made for. Finishing up the cabin section there. I tell you what, though, you can spend some time on this thing, because the roof of this is, you can lift it off to display the inside, and the inside is incredibly detailed, so you could spend a little extra time detailing out that interior quite a bit. I did not, obviously. I did opt for the open visor shields on it. That was the only thing I basically did, because I didn't even put the pilots in it. And this comes with the option of putting Chewbacca in the open hatch from, Return of the Jedi, when he took over the walker and everything. But I did not go there with that at all. I decided not to, because, well, one, it was not my favorite movie to do. And so there we go. I got it standing. And I'm finishing up the lasers on the side of it. You get a multi-laser cannon on the left side and technically a Gatling gun on the right. Now, this is another crazy thing. Once I finish this, it comes with 2 sets of decals. One is a water slide decal, and I think the other set, which is a different color, is rub-on decals, almost like a sticker. Now, here's the crazy thing. There are no instructions to where the decals go. It's basically, you can put them wherever you want. I even looked online to see if I could find some pictures of the walker with some decals applied, but I couldn't find anything. I found some pictures where people had done some custom job decaling on it. So there you go. I decided to go with no decals, and instead you see me doing the weathering with the brown wash that I have there. Now, this is something I'm sure a lot of professional modelers already know, and I did not, because obviously I am the amateur modeler. That dang stuff is, it's highly, I don't want to say it's corrosive, but on a plastic model, it can be, well, it can be damaging. Yes, I found out that stuff, the wash is damaging to a plastic model. I guess depends on the plastic. Because at one point I had a issue with one of my legs where I had applied the wash, and it caused a crack to occur. And I'm not sure if the crack occurred I think it was a combination of the wash and whenever I was trying to adjust the leg and its thing. But I do not remember putting that much stress and tension on that particular joint. Now, on the other side of the model, on one of the legs, there's a little cap piece that just sticks in there. You see me fixing the leg. Yes, I had to put some glue on it to repair the damage that was done so it would still stand. One of those pieces on the other side, it absolutely just, the wash dissolved the tabs that was holding it in, and it fell off. It was like it had been excessively glue melted. Fortunately, it did not happen on the other side, so had to apply a little glue to that, and there we go, we're done. I'm into the picture section, so I took a few pictures from different angles and just moved those around. And overall, I'm satisfied with the build. Looks good. That's the way it is standing in my case right now. That is the finished and permanent position I placed it in, and then put it in my case. So there you go. So hey, thanks for watching the video. If you managed to make it through to the end, if I do another one, I will do another nice boring voiceover for it. Get yourself a model and build it today.